Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to check out the awesome free Boogex VST plugin by Voxengo. Alright, so let's dive deep into it. If you're new to the channel and you like this type of content, please feel free to leave a like and comment on anything you see or hear. And if you also want to see more of this stuff like plugin reviews, gear demos and other heavy metal related videos, definitely consider subscribing. The Boogex is a free guitar amplifier, effect AAX, audio unit and VST plugin with a variety of sound shaping features that's able to achieve a professional overall guitar tone, perfect for modern music production applications. If you start tweaking all the knobs of its beautiful user interface, you can get very different sounds ranging from heavy distortion to a light jazzy type saturation. With a really impressive close to zero processing latency time, that's definitely one of the overall most important things for guitarists who want to play some riffs on the go. The Boogex features a very well-balanced selection of built-in impulses, but you can also load every other external speaker cabinet impulse response file that you like. Alright, so let's take a look at its user interface more in detail. Let's start from the top, where we have the Emphasis EQ, which is one of my favorite features of this plugin. This is definitely a very powerful tone shaping tool, since it allows you to overdrive and saturate only certain areas and sectors of your guitar's waveform spectrum, choosing between a heavier or lighter approach. Then we have the pre-EQ section, which is obviously used to filter the incoming signal. And this is very helpful to try to tame your guitar's pickup tone, in the case it's too boomy or crisp, for example. In this little yet powerful section you can also find the gate module, which is applied to the signal before the pre-EQ stage, and you can adjust the threshold with the little gray slider. Moving on to the side, we have the amp section, where you can select and experiment different types and modes. For example, the Type 2 amps mimic a 3-stage valve amplifier, and of course they can be distorted turning the drive knob, which specifies the amount of sound amplification in decibels. Also, with the pre-EQ mix knob, you can mix both the dry and the distorted signals before they enter the next section, which is the cabinet sim and convolver panel. This is definitely one of the most important sections of the Boogex, and as stated above, it features a very well-balanced selection of built-in impulses, but you can also load every other external speaker cabinet impulse response file that you like. Finally, on the bottom section, we have the stereo reverb module, namely the almighty old school verb, which sounds really smooth and nice and is perfect for classic and modern style songs. Now we need a sweet icing on the cake, and if you look at the middle and right side of the Boogex, you can see a very tiny cute dim button. This is the on and off switch that enables the very useful Dynacab feature, and it opens the editor window that controls its processing mode. The amp signal is processed by two independent convolvers, each one loaded with its own impulse response file. Then the output responses are dynamically mixed following the output signal of the pre-EQ stage, preserving your original guitar playing dynamics. And even though it may seem a little tricky at first, it is definitely not. Let me give you a simple example. Firstly, we need to choose the appropriate threshold for cap number 1. Then the DIN range selects the way the graph needs to behave in terms of frequency response. So, for example, when the signal is too loud, the cabinet 1's response will be prevalent in the Dynacab's output. But on the other side, when the signal is too quiet, lowered by the DIN range decibel, the cabinet 2 response will be prevalent instead. The attack and release parameters affect the envelope detector's timing characteristics, so if you want a snappy response, for example, try using lower values for both parameters. This is just the tip of the iceberg regarding the great potential of the Dynacap module, and I don't want this video to become way too nerdy. So, for all the other smallest details and adjustments, I suggest you to read the instruction manual directly from the Voxengo website. Alright, so let's hear how it sounds. For this test I'm using my Solar A2.6 white straight into my Focusrite Scarlett 2A2 straight into Reaper. So, what can I say about this free plugin? Well, a few years ago, at the beginning of my very long and very famous career as a YouTuber, I discovered by chance the Voxengo products while I was looking for a free spectrum analyzer. So suddenly, I stumbled upon a page unknown to me at the time that promoted very clearly this Span VST plugin made by a certain Alexei Veniev. The user interface was very well structured and I said to myself, okay, let's try it. If it will work, it will work. Otherwise, I can always delete it. And shortly, some years later, now, the Voxengo Span is still one of my point of reference. Especially when I have to mix songs, such as the short intro that you heard at the beginning of this video. Likewise, I can only express highly positive opinions for this Boogex too. Simple, yet powerful, precise, easy to use, well structured. Oh, did I forget to tell you that it's totally free? You should definitely try it yourself. I'm sure at the end of the day you won't be disappointed. And you can download it directly from voxengo.com. Alright folks, this is all for today. If you liked this video and this type of content, please feel free to leave a like and comment on anything you saw or heard. And if you also want to see more of this stuff like plugin reviews, gear demos and other heavy metal related videos, definitely consider subscribing. If you're a metalhead like me and you want to directly support me, don't forget to listen to my instrumental solo album Musa and my hybrid practice album Awareness. They are out now and they are available on all digital platforms. And also, if you're a bedroom producer like me, don't forget to take a walk on the wild side and take a look at my Facebook group. It's called MCMs and VST Plugins for Metalheads. It's a great community, it's growing more and more and more every day. There are more than 1,400 members now, and you'll always get updates for new VST plugin releases. So thanks for watching and see you the next time!